Hi there folks, welcome to Dunsy's Guitar World. Dunsy's Guitar World. What's on your mind today, Dunsy? Well, normally during the week I'll do a guitar cover, and I was doing this week's one and I thought I'm going to expand upon this because the band concerned are one of my favourite bands. They're so good, and the guitar playing, the guitar sounds, just the whole thing, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So the band are Swervedriver. Incredible band. Honestly, incredible band. So these are the first four. That's actually they reissued this a few years ago, Swervedriver. So these are the first four Swervedriver EPs. Rave Down, Son of Mustang Ford, more on that later, Sandblasted EP, and this is a piece of guitar majesty. Never lose that feeling. So today's video encompasses various things. We have a history of Swervedriver, quite a look at the instruments, the amplification that they used, and effects. These guys used a lot of effects. History of the band, as I say, and finally a cover. I did a cover of a Swervedriver song. Now I have to say, all the music in this video, I am not claiming it is 100% correct. These guys are very, very good guitar players. So anything that I'm doing is simply my interpretation of how I think the song goes. So first off, let's look at the history of Swervedriver. So I did a bit of research. Let's have a look. And I have an interesting Swervedriver story, so please stay tuned. Formed in Oxford in 1989, in the 80s. 80s. Living in, that's not Swervedriver. Formed in 1989 in Oxford, in England. Two guitar players, Adam Franklin, Jimmy Hartridge. As I said in the intro, these guys are incredible guitar players, and the way they mesh their styles and their sound together, second to none. If you want to quote me, I would say they're like the KK Downing and Glenn Tipton of the indie rock world, or perhaps Brian Robertson and Scott Gorham, the indie rock world. High praise indeed, I think you'll see. So they did a demo, 89, gave it to Mark Gardner of the band Ride, who passed it on to Alan McGee, Creation Records, Supremo, Scottish guy as well, Scottish guy, Alan McGee. Apparently loved it, and who wouldn't? Brilliant. It says here, McGee signed them almost immediately after listening to the tape while riding around downtown Los Angeles in the back of a limousine. Now, it's very true. It's a strange thing. Swervedriver music is so suited to driving about. Now, I drive a Peugeot, not really that cool, but it's not cool in the slightest. If I was driving like a Hemi Cuda or a Mustang or something like that, through the States, you would want Swervedriver blasted out when you're driving along, honestly. Influences. Let's look at the influences. This is from an interview with Premier Guitar. Adam says, you gotta love Jimi Hendrix, Sonic Youth, Dinosaur Jr. Jay Mascis could do something that melodic and noisy at the same time. Definitely a bit of Dinosaur Jr. influence on these guys. And the Stooges. And Jimmy says James Williamson from the Stooges. So the first EP, Rave Down, comes out in 1990. Second one, Son of Mustang Ford, a classic, 1990 into 1991. Sandblasted EP. Now here's where my interesting Swervedriver story comes in. So here's an advert in a Scottish music magazine called The List. This is for Wednesday the 31st of July and Thursday the 1st of August 1991. Swervedriver on the 31st, the venue in Edinburgh, and on the 1st, the venue in Glasgow. The venue. And support on these two gigs was my band, the Joyriders. So that was the first time I got to see Swervedriver, supporting Swervedriver. And they were so good on those nights, such nice guys as well. Just what the guitar sound, it was like a wall of guitars. So that was the first time I saw Swervedriver when we supported them. You could make it up, ladies and gentlemen, you could not make it up. So we get into 1992. Never Lose That Feeling EP. Now, the next part of this video I'm going to play a few riffs. I'm not going to play it, I'm going to put a few Swervedriver songs so you can hear what they sound like. Because if you don't know what they're like, you really should check them out. But they get Alan Moulder to produce this. Now look at Alan Moulder's credits for mixing, engineer and producer. Look at this. Starts off 1989, Jesus and Mary Chain, into 1990, My Bloody Valentine, Ride, My Bloody Valentine, Curve, Ride, the Smashing Pumpkins. I mean, this guy's big. This guy's big. Curve again. I love Curve. I might do a video on Curve as well. Swervedriver. He produced Mezcal Head, the second album. Lush, 9 Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, Smashing Pumpkins. Swervedriver again. U2. He produced U2. Monster Magnet. Oh, I love the Monster Magnets. 9 Inch Nails, Swervedriver, Smashing Pumpkins, and A Perfect Circle. So that's just from 1989 to the year 2000. So he really sort of brought these guys on the sound. There's a real clarity to the sound. I mean, the guitars are overdriven in bits, but there's a real clarity to Swervedriver's sound on that EP and moving forward. So let's look at the Swervedriver guitars. Now Adam, pretty much anytime I've seen him 6 or 7 times. He always uses a Jazzmaster. I think he's got two Jazzmasters, and he keeps one in standard tuning and one in a tuning F, C, D, G, C, D. Let's see what that sounds like. Pretty good, eh? Nice tuning, like that. So he used that, and he has a Shergold, what is it? A Shergold New Meteor, which is a strange looking contraption, the Shergold New Meteor. I think he used that. He used a picture live as well. He even used this live. I mean, I've never seen him playing it live myself, but I think he must have used it in the early days of Swervedriver. And Jimmy, anytime I've seen him, always uses a Les Paul Custom. I think it's a Silverburst, maybe a 1980 Silverburst Les Paul Custom. And the sound they get, because you've got Adam's kind of clean sound, I think he uses like an AC30 as well. Maybe a Fender Twin for his clean sounds, and Jimmy's using a Marshall. Although he moved to Black Stars later on. It's those two sounds, I mean, it's just really meshed together. It says here as well they use the JCM 800, a Marshall JCM 800. We all use the Marshall JCM 800s. And effects, look at the pictures of the effects these guys use. So there's no effects boards, they've just got them set out like in a semicircle. You'd almost need to get a tap dancing roadie to work all these at various times. I mean, look, it's like, if you put them together, it would actually be, it'd be a circle. You could just have Jimmy and Adam standing in the middle of this massive round selection of pedal boards. Worth it though, the sound, very good. So let's get on to the sounds of Swervedriver. I put this quick thing together, maybe 20-30 seconds of 10 Swervedriver songs where I think the guitars are just incredible. So please do have a quick listen. style wise, they never seemed to play the same thing. They were always complementing each other. Like if Adam's playing these sort of cleanish chords, Jimmy's playing melody lead lines. Adam really likes to use a whammy bar on the Jazzmaster. Now I don't have a Jazzmaster, but I do have one of a Jaguar, so I did a quick whammy bar on the Jaguar. Brilliant sound, absolutely brilliant. Adam's really good how he's playing like through the AC30 or the matchless, whatever it is, and then there's a clean, and I don't know if he's maybe pulling in the Marshall amp that he uses at times as well, or if he's hitting like an overdrive pedal, but there's that real sort of cleaning in into it, and it's really sort of finesse. There's a finesse about his overdrive sound, and Jimmy's sound is like he does big chords as well, and there's a bit of chugging as well. And there's those two things together, I mean, almost unique in the world. Like, they're definitely fans of Dinosaur Jr. There's a big bit of J Mascis and the Jazzmaster and stuff like that, but these two guys playing together, right? So there you go, Swervedriver, one of my favourite bands, from the point of songwriting, playing and sounds. So if you're not aware of them, I would please check them out. And the final part of the video is me doing a rough rendition of Son of Mustang Ford, which I bought this before we sported them. I found out we were going to sport Swervedriver, and I wasn't too aware of them at the time, and I went out and bought this, and I was blown away, absolutely blown away. Put it on my record turntable, and I was like, oh my god. I thought, you know, like, if we're going to be playing with these guys, we need to up our game to be as good as that, and we never were as good as that. But yeah, I was completely blown away. I mean, I'm like everybody else. First and foremost, I'm a music fan. I play guitar, but I am a music fan, and that's the most important thing. Music, just the most important thing. And when I heard that, blown away, incredible. So there we go. So I will be finishing with my rendition, pure rendition perhaps, a pure rendition of Son of Mustang Ford, played on my 64 reissue Telecaster. I don't know why I didn't use the Jaguar, but I didn't. It sounded good on my Telecaster, and I played it through my, you can't see it, it's off screen here, but I put it through the Kemper. Sounds pretty good. Pleased with the sound. Playing 75% of the way there maybe. But there you go. So folks, I do hope you enjoy this. It's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you content on Dunsy's Guitar World. Cheers for now.